my J dolls, and I'm back with another video. Before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that bell. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so don't play with us because we never been one of them, okay? And it's free 99 to subscribe, so if you don't subscribe, you a hater. You need to take that with your mama, your bummer cop mama, okay? I'm just playing. Before we get into this video, y'all, make sure in the comments y'all put the girl running, the girl that be running emoji. Put it in the comments, like the girl that be running and exercising, because y'all, I love running. But anyways, y'all, this, and that's to help push me up in the algorithm, y'all, because your girl is, I ain't gonna say it on here. I'm gonna say it on the next video. But anyways, y'all, this video is going to be about how I was in more relationships when I was fat. Let's speak on it. Okay, I noticed that you guys really liked my ugly fat friend video, so I'm gonna tell you guys how I actually was in more relationships when I was fat versus now that I am skinny. So y'all, back in the day, y'all, if you don't know, I used to be 326 pounds. I'll put a picture up here. And then now my current weight is 167 pounds. Okay, so, and I'll put a picture here. So y'all, I've lost about 158 pounds, y'all. So, by the way, I'm a holistic health coach, so if you're trying to lose weight, make sure you click the link tree in my description box and go to imperfectlyfit.org. It's linked down below, and get a free consultation call with me, because I'll get you right, baby. And I'll get your mind right, and I'll get your body right. So anyways, y'all, what I noticed since when I was a big girl, y'all, I always had a man, my man. If you go back to my vlogs, if you go back to, first of all, I did just go to see my ex in Switzerland like some months ago. I think it's been like 7 months now, okay? That chapter here is closed and ended. And it was already been closed to me for real, but it just page got flipped back open type shit, and then that didn't work for great reasons, right? So, but if you go back and you look even at my birthday vlog, right, from my last birthday, I was with somebody in a situationship with this person. And then I'll be telling you guys about who I was dating, how I was with my sneaky link and all that. I used to always have a man. Like, when I tell you, and I used to always get in relationships. So it'd be like, okay, I would meet guys, right? And after going about 2 dates with them, 2-3 days, they start liking me. We start hanging out. And then they'll be like, oh, let's be together. Let's be together real bad, right? Or they start being with me all the time. And I always had a man, or always had a situation, or always had somebody I could smash. Y'all, I'm at the point now that I have no man. Like, I don't got no man. I don't got no sneaky link. And I don't even have anybody that I could just hit up and say, hey, come over. Situationship, none of that. And why is that? Like, when I was a BBW, I had more boyfriends than I am now that I've been small. It's been like a year and 6 months or whatever since I've lost all my weight. And so it's like, and I have not been in a relationship since, y'all. I have not been in a relationship. I have only had one experience, you understand. I've only had one experience like that, which was with my ex. That's a lie. Let me take that back. I done lied to y'all. I had 2 experiences. I've had two encounters, right? In a year and a half. 2 encounters, you guys. And I'm going to be going on 2 years in about a few months. So it's crazy to the fact that I used to have a man once I was done with one man, I had another man lined up. And I think because when I was a big girl, this is literally my analytical side to it, right? I've always been pretty, so like I could pull them, right? But when I was a big girl, a lot of guys would try to lock me down because a lot of the guys that I was entertaining was not up to my standards in the first place. A lot of the guys I was entertaining literally they didn't have money, really. They were broke. And it's okay to be broke, bro. This economy is so high. Like, bro, I'd be fighting for my life, right? And I have a good job, and I'll be fighting for my life. I have a career job and fighting for my life, so I get it. But what irks me is when a man don't have no bills. He don't even got a place. He living with his mama. He barely got a car. He probably don't got a car. He do got a car, and he don't never got gas. It's like, how's this adding up? How's it calculating? Because where's your money going to when you ain't got no bills and you still broke? So that was the type of men I was attracting back then. I attracted a lot of broke men. I attracted a lot of men that were, I had a lot of men that were ready for relationships, but also attracted a lot of men that weren't ready for a relationship. And I was willing to be like, okay, let's just like have fun. Let's just do this and like see how it goes. Also, y'all, back then I was super hypersexual, which there's a reason for that. And I'm going to make a podcast episode on that, like becoming hypersexual. Not only just because I was a bigger girl, and bigger girls are always usually hypersexualized, but it was also because of things that happened to me in my childhood, right? So that made me a hypersexual person. And when you become that type of person, you tend to like be for the streets, let's be honest. Like, not like that. Like, my body count is pretty low compared to some others, right? But you start to just be freely, and that's okay, because there is no reason why, if you feel like that's what you want to do, you shouldn't feel like you shouldn't do it. You know what I mean? As long as you're okay with that and you live with that, right? So anyways, y'all, I was very hypersexual. So a lot of the guys that I was with, like, maybe after about 3 dates, we banging, okay? And they like that because even if we're not committed, they can just sleep with me, and I'm the fun girl, and I'm the girl that has an apartment, or girl that has a car, has funds. Like, even though I don't never spend it on them, like, every guy that I dated, they've spent their money on me. There was only one broke guy, and I had already gave y'all story time on that when his car declined, that I used to be in a relationship with, and we would pay for our own stuff. But I am not paying for no man's stuff. I never was the big girl to be like, oh, here's $100, here's $200. Oh, like, I'll pay for your food. Like, I was never, oh, I'll pay your rent. Never been one of them big girls. I'm the big girl that you ask me for some shit, you gonna piss me off, you probably ain't gonna never see me again. That was the type of big girl I was, right? But it was still the fact that they didn't have things of their own, so they like to be around a woman. A lot of guys that are like bums like to be around a woman they know that they're not supposed to have, right? And then they think that since you're bigger, you're supposed to just accept them because you can't do no better. That's how they feel in their head. But now, y'all, I think back then I had such a lack of self-love. I always wanted to be with somebody because that's how I grew up, seeing relationships like that, growing up. Like, my mom was always in a relationship, or my aunt was always in and out of a relationship. So these are solid core people that I was around my whole life, right? And I was trying to find that love, and I'm such a Pisces, y'all. I'm a lover girl. So one minute I love you, the next minute I fucking don't want to be with you, and I hate you, and that's why niggas don't like me, because I be wishy-washy, okay? And so now I've got to the point where I'm patient, so I don't even need to be wishy-washy. It's either I fuck with you for real or I don't fuck with you, right? So since I've gotten smaller, a lot of guys respect me a lot more. Like, new guys don't even try to sleep with me, y'all. Like, I literally go on dates and they try to be like, oh, let me take you on another date. Oh, let's talk on the phone. Oh, let me take you out here. Let's go do this. Like, they don't be like, let's smash. Like, before, when I was bigger on the app, they be like, oh, can you come to my house? You thick. Ooh, like, let's do da da da. Like, let's chill. Let's smoke and chill or something. Like, I don't get that no more. Like, they take me on dates, and the process be so slow. I get to the point where it's like, I don't even be liking these men. By the second date, I know if I ain't messing with them. Like, I just say, no, I'm not messing with you. And now I have boundaries, right? When a man tell me, I had a woman like, oh, like, he looking for marriage, and his wife and stuff. And I think I said this in a different video, and this was recently, y'all. And to find out the man has a DWI, living with his parents. He does got a car, but he don't have a place. And he's still trying to build his life. And it seems like he is in the right direction. So I don't want to judge him, because that is his journey. That's his life. But, baby, I already have a career. I already have a place. I already have a car. My next thing is to now elevate higher than that. My next step is to be my own boss, to be a millionaire, to be this, to do that, to move across the state, to move to another country. Like, this is below where I want to go in my life. And I used to feel bad as a big girl, like, oh, I should make an exception, and maybe he went through this, and oh, he had this when he was growing up, and oh, I don't give a flying fuck no more. I can understand without judgment, right? I can understand and understand people because I know how to understand people, right? But that doesn't mean that's my challenge to overcome. That's his challenge to overcome. I am not his therapist, is his doctor, right, y'all? And I am a reader, so if you want a book reading with me, make sure you also click the imperfectly fit link.org down in the bottom description box, right? But I am not going to sit here and read and help and heal a man that I am going to be in a relationship with. I am not your doctor. I am supposed to be your lover. I'm supposed to be your wife. I am not your doctor. I am not your Bob the Builder. And when I was bigger, I was the Bob the Builder. I was the, I'm going to fix this man. I'm going to stick with this man. I'm going to see it through. Now I'm the, okay, you tell me on the second date, you just happened. Okay, bye. You tell me on the first date this happened. Okay, bye. They don't really align with me. Now I'm very picky. And I think it's because it got to the point where I had so many options, y'all. I think I got over 100 and something matches. I'm probably like, I don't freaking know at this point, right? I get so much attention to the fact that I have to say no so much now. Back in the day, y'all, I was very beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I got attention, but not to the capacity of the attention I get now. Like, if I was to go out, like, let's say tonight, if I was to go out to a club, I would leave that club with about 4 phone numbers, 3 phone numbers, a free drink, this, that. You know what I mean? Then when I continue into my life and I go on the app, I'm going to have these people talking to me. And then this person swiping up on my story with the heart emojis. And that is there. It's outside. It's out there. But before, I used to have a lot of desperation when I was bigger. Like, oh, he loved me real bad. Like, even I have exes that were not even supposed to be with me because they weren't my type and I didn't like them. I didn't even find them attractive, but they kept messaging me. And this was several exes, right? Several situations I was in. And I let them manipulate me into liking them. Like, that is how desperate I was. Now I'm at the point, like, if I don't like you, I don't like you. If I don't find you to be attractive, I'm not going to be like, oh, well, maybe he's funny. Maybe he's nice. Now, mind you, I care about personality more than looks, but if I don't know your personality, and the first thing is I see is your looks, and it's not giving that it is up to my standard, and I don't know your personality, then why am I sitting here trying to make exceptions? I was making way too many exceptions, and now I'm at the point where I am not making exceptions. So it's hard because I got to find a balance because I don't be single forever, and nobody's perfect, but then I'm also like, bro, I love myself, and if you're not going to elevate my life, right, if you're not going to help me, like, even if it's not financially, but even if it's mentally, you can't elevate my mind mentally. And I am an entrepreneur. Obviously I have a 9 to 5 as well, but I am a person that always love growth, love goals, love to be driven, love to be motivated. I cannot be with a man that lacks motivation, and that's what I used to attract so much. It's like, so I'm going to be the person that's the breadwinner, and I'm still trying to get more bread. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm the person that's going to be taking control of everything because you don't know how to lead in your life. So, with all that being said, people think that big girls, they really think big girls ain't pulling niggas. But big girls is pulling niggas, and big girls is keeping niggas. Let's be honest. Now that I know, now I'm smaller, look, they be keeping niggas. But I think a lot of the time, not all the time, like I said, there's a lot of guys out there that this is their, like, BBWs are their type. Like, I've dated that, like, they love BBWs and that's their type. It's typically a lot of skinny guys love bigger women because it's like a balance type of thing, you know what I mean? And it works well together because I used to be like that, right? And then there's a lot of big guys that really like big women because they just feel comfortable, right? And there's people that genuinely love plus size women, right? And then there's people that will target plus size women to be like, okay, she gonna put up with a lot of stuff because she don't really know her worth, or I'm fine, so she gonna let me do this, or oh, she gonna let me hit because I look like this. Like, y'all, there was a video on TikTok about this man talking about when he started getting too many drinks in him, Lizzo, like, he'd be like, okay, like a girl that looked like Lizzo from back in the day, okay, come home with me type shit. I'm gonna put it in this TikTok. And
I got to have you. We got to go. We got to do all this. You want this smoke? Okay, you about to get it. It's about to be a barbecue because it's gonna be smoke up in here. We gonna move some furniture.
And people, like plus size girls in there, were talking about, oh my gosh, like, oh come over here, okay, just your type. When he was insulting them and literally saying like, okay, I'm gonna hide you behind closed doors. But what I realized, y'all, is the reason why I am not in relationships now that I'm smaller is because I don't take shit no more. I don't take crumbs. I have boundaries. I know what I want. I don't make exceptions. I'm like Judge Judio. Like, Don Julio. Okay? I am not making exceptions. I want my husband. I know what I want in my husband. And I don't got time to play because I met a lot of guys. I come up here and I tell a lot of dating stories, right? And I still got stories I still haven't told. But they're not up to my standard. And that doesn't mean they're not good enough. They're good enough for somebody else, but they're just not up to my standard. And that's okay. And I don't have to be a people pleaser and be like, oh, let me give them another chance. Let me go on another date with them. One guy I was supposed to go on a date with, he was dry as hell texting me and trying to tell me to come hang out random times without planning, and finally he planned something, but then he still was dry. So I blocked his ass. We were supposed to go out Thursday, blocked his ass before Thursday, unmatched his ass, and went on with life. I don't have the time. I don't have the capacity. I'm not playing with you. If we can't hold no conversation, if you can't add to my life, I can't add to your life. If you up here wishy-washy, you don't like to plan nothing, and I'm a busy woman, it ain't gonna work. So just knowing your worth, y'all. So this is why I was in more relationships when I was fat than I am now. Let me know what y'all thoughts are in the comments, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Bye.